I mean, they're probably going to come for you anyway after this.
I know.
Just
I do
add to
say,
it.
love me. I love your bold head. Bolder.
Welcome back to another episode of Girls Know Nothing. Today's guest is model, TikTok star and social media influencer with an almost accumulated total of 3 million followers. Elle Brooke has recently taken on a bit of a career change and will have her next boxing fight on the 22nd of April. Welcome to the studio, Elle.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I'm actually really excited. I get really excited when I see all your boxing content. Obviously, it would be rude for me to not ask you about your OnlyFans career.
Yeah.
I know that it's not something you talk about as often now because you try and like move a little bit away from it, but it's always I always want to know about how people started it, because sometimes I sit there and think I should just do OnlyFans, it's easy money, but it's not though, is it?
No, I think now it's probably a lot harder to grow than when I first started because it's so normalized now. Yeah. Everyone has an OnlyFans. When I made an OnlyFans, I got like annihilated by my whole town. I was in every single group chat. Whereas now, if you say Margaret's got an OnlyFans, of course Margaret's got an OnlyFans. So is Cindy, Louise and Katie. Do you know, everyone's got an OnlyFans. Yeah. It's so normalized. But it's not easy money. I think the hardest thing in social media is growing your platform. But then, you know, if you've got followers, then as long as you market yourself right, you can do anything.
Yeah, I can imagine. Did you ever regret making yourself an OnlyFans?
No, because I mean, like now, of course, I'd want to be more mainstream and, you know, get the bigger sponsorships, which I never will because I've been like tainted, like with, you know, pornography and that kind of stigma. But I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have an OnlyFans. I wouldn't be a boxer because I wouldn't have a platform. I wouldn't have followers or anything like that. So it's all part and parcel.
It's really weird that you said it's like tainted, but we surely should be normalised and encouraged for women to be sex positive. Yeah,
100%. But then, I mean, if you've got a clothing brand, if you've got someone that, you know, has really graphic content on the internet compared to a model that doesn't, I think that you're going to choose the person that has a more polished brand. Like I get it. Like I do get it. Like it's annoying. It's like that, but I understand.
When you were making the content, did you ever feel pressure to get more and more extreme, to get more and more views?
Of course, I think you always start like when you first start, you're just like, oh, I'm just going to do this.
Never going to get my boobs out.
Yeah, well, I think to be honest, I did each step like really quickly anyway. But you know, like more men are like, oh, you know, you should do this, and you just want more money, so you push your boundaries. So yeah, I think it's really easy to do, but I think it's also really good for like people if they're coming into the industry and they're new to like set their boundaries, because once something's on the internet forever, like you can't ever take that back.
That's quite a scary thought, no? Do you ever think about it? Like, do you ever deep it that it's going to be on there forever?
Yeah, 100%. But I'm so all in it. Like, this is all I'm going to do for my foreseeable future. I think, you know, perhaps for the next 5 to 10 years, there's nothing different. And then after that, will be different things. But for me now, I think it'll be hard to go into like an office job because, you know, the face wouldn't fit. Could you imagine?
I could not imagine
just like sales recruitment or, you know, like anything like that. Everyone like, dude, won't you just bashing yourself off on the internet? Like, I don't think they would even hire me. So like being, you know, having an OnlyFans and that content out there, like it does restrict you for your future opportunities.
Yeah, I would turn. Do you know what? If they said, "Oh, we couldn't hire you because of," like, how would you know what I do? How would you know what I did? Yeah, Steve.
It's sexual harassment in the workplace.
But obviously, actually, no, there's one question I want to ask you. I did see a lot of comments. You do get a lot of trolling.
Yeah,
I commented on one of your pictures and somebody commented back on it saying, "That's a man." And I replied with, "It's a good thing I'm bisexual then, isn't it?"
That's funny.
But like, you do get a lot of trolling.
Yeah, I know. I think, I don't know. I feel like it's just part of the job now. It's so bad that it's so normalized to hate people now, isn't it? Like, look at hate as a whole. Like, you can never stop it. Like, no matter how many celebrities do documentaries and talk about, you know, how punishing it is and how deep words really cut, it's never ever going to change. And I know there's like things like social media putting in ID checks and everything. Like, it's never going to happen, and hate is always going to be there. And I think you kind of have to accustom yourself to it and get thick skin, otherwise you're never going to make it.
Yeah, 100%. I think, do you think it really annoys you when people say that you're only successful because you're willing to take your clothes off?
Yeah, 100%. I think I'd be successful in anything I do, but this is just the profession I've chose to be the best at, and you know, bloody good at it.
Yeah, to be fair, if you have good something, you might as well make your money out of it, right?
Yeah.
But you're now boxing.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Like I was around when the whole like social media stars and influencers going into like the boxing atmosphere. Do you think it's taken as seriously when social media stars box as it is with other professional boxers?
The whole industry is taking it seriously.
Yeah, like, do you think people take it as seriously?
Oh, the individuals. Yeah, I think so. I think for the females, there's not many out there at the moment, so it's kind of hard. But the men, there's a lot of really good influencer boxers. Like you look at Slim, KSI, Salt Pappy. Like they're in the gym every single day, and I think they're known as influencer boxers now more than TikTok stars or anything like that. And as it's getting more popular, you're gonna see people taking it more seriously because there's going to be more talent in there and it's going to be harder to get to the top. So unless you're putting the work in, you're not going to get the results you need. So yeah, I think they are taking it seriously, and it's good that more women are getting into it. So there's going to be like more of a pool because the pool is so shallow at the moment.
What made you want to get into it in the first place?
I just got DM'd by Kingpin on my first fight. And I was like, yeah, like I was a bit hesitant. I was talking to my manager about it. I was like, I don't want to get really manly, like all boxing, like I want to get all muscly, like, you know what I mean? I just want to, like, I already get bullied for getting called a man anyway. I you know, it's something that I like. And, you know, it's so funny, like, speaking about, like, people calling me a man, it's like, I'm built, like I'm not petite, like I'm short and I'm stocky and that kind of thing. And I've always like hated my body. I wish I was like a tall, Victoria's Secret, slim model. But then my body type really helps me in boxing because I can punch hard. It's like boxing has made me love myself again.
It's really weird that you said that you wish you had a different body, because I sit there and look at your pictures being like, I wish I had her body.
I think everyone just wants everything they can't have. Because with me, I'm always like, oh, you know, like I'd rather be small and like dainty and that kind of thing. But like I'm never going to be that way because I'm not built that way.
So what happened when Kingpin messaged you asking about your first fight and you were like, oh, I don't want to get stocky? What happened after that?
No, that's in my own head.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get stocky, but I just proceeded with it. And then I had my first fight. So it's to be Astrid and then it was AJ. And then, to be honest, even during that fight, even though I was training, never had the bug for boxing. It was just something I was doing rather than something I love. But after I won that fight, I was like, hey, I was disappointed with that performance. I want to prove to people that I can box and this is what I want to do. And that's when I really, really sort of started falling in love with it. And then ever since, you know, with OnlyFans, everyone always asks me like, do you want to quit OnlyFans or do you want to do both? But, you know, right now I can measure the two up really well. And they work with each other because, as I said, the hardest thing is growing a platform. Like this one, I can keep ticking over whilst I'm still grafting my ass off boxing. But, you know, I would like to be known as a boxer one day. Like, you know, like, oh, the OnlyFans star, porn star, whatever you want to call me. Like, that's not something I want to have as a legacy.
I always feel like with women, have like your legacy or what your brand used to be is harder to shake than it is for men.
Yeah, 100.
Do you find that, I mean, I don't know that many men in the like OnlyFans atmosphere. Have you noticed it with them? Have they ever tried to like move away from it and they found it hard?
I think for men, it's easier to do anything than women because you're like, it's more socially acceptable for a man to be a porn star because they think, oh, they are sick. Good, like, dude, like, you look at J-Mac, you think of Johnny Sins, like, no one ever chats anything about them. They're the man. They are the coolest person in that room, whereas women, they're like, oh, whore. So they, of course, they'd be able to have more opportunities and that kind of thing because there's a different stigma between the two genders.
It's really weird that people would call, is it mostly men that call you that?
Like a whore. Yeah, like I never get bad comments. Maybe on like Facebook when I get shared on like The Sun or The Daily Star, like you get the older woman, but I get that it's just generational. Yeah. Like I'm not severely offended because I get it's just a generation thing. But it's mainly men, yeah.
It's really weird because they're probably your biggest like target audience. They're your biggest clients. They're probably calling you a whore, but also subscribe to your OnlyFans.
I know. And it's so funny that men chat all this shit because it's like supply and demand. Like if you guys didn't want it, we wouldn't exist. So why are you
I'm not doing it for free.
I know, exactly. But if you were doing it for free, like you wouldn't be as mean. It's only because we're charging for it and we're making money from it.
That's what they don't like.
Exactly.
But what's your training like? What's your training schedule like now? I know you said today you had a day off.
Yeah. I usually work 5 days a week in the gym and then Saturday I do sprints. So it's 6 days a week and it is intense. And, you know, I'm trying my hardest because if I put more work in, then in my head I'm like, I'm going to win because I'll be doing more than my opponent.
What's the, like, so when, obviously your fight's on the 22nd of April.
Yeah.
What actually happens on fight day?
On fight day, like fight day is so weird for me because you wake up, you're eating breakfast, you're like, oh, I'm going to fight later. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just so weird.
It's like most lads on a night out on Saturday.
I know, like, oh, guys, we're going to get on it tonight. Like, it's just so, and then you kind of like just like twiddling your thumbs a little bit. You're a bit bored, like try have a nap, try get your mind off it. Because if you're like, got to fight later, like you're going to stress yourself out. So you're going to try like chill, relax, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's just like a normal general day until you go like in the shuttle or whatever. You go to the venue, then you're stuck in a room and you're like, got to fight in a few hours. It just changes a bit.
Do you not get anxiety or like, what's it called, stage fright?
Yeah, I get stage fright in the changing room just before I'm going to go out. And it's so bad. I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, I'm literally going to projectile vomit everywhere. Like, I have the worst anxiety in the world. But then Ebony was like, you're born to do this. Think that this is what you want to do. You're born to do this. I'm made for this. I'm going to smash it. Like, you just need to give yourself some like positive affirmations. Then you walk out and then you think, right, I'm ready. I've got to go. It's so weird. As soon as I left that changing room, like everything changed. Everything, like the anxiety like dropped out of my body. Like I knew I was gonna win.
That is a good mentality to have. I would actually shit myself. I know I'd be like, oh, I'd beat you in a ring, but I definitely don't think I'd beat many people in a ring.
Yeah, I mean, with training, isn't it?
Yeah, I just like to eat too much to like focus on strength. And you're obviously clearly a very positive person, so I'm like, no, I eat too much. You're like, no, it'd be fine. Don't worry about it.
I know. No, normally I'm such a pessimist. So.
Do you find like is there a lot of pressure on you to win this fight?
This fight, yeah.
Because you've won the last two.
Yeah, of course there's pressure, but I know this is going to be an easy fight for me. Like, I don't want to sound like a dickhead. Like, this one for me...
No, you sound like a dickhead.
...isn't a fight that I'm going to be like... Even though I'm taking it seriously, I'm doing everything, I'm not like, oh, what if I lose? Or, having this anxiety. Like, I know I'm going to smash this one. But it's the tournament as a whole is really... nerve-wracking because I think the later stages, obviously, people get more experience because they've had fights. And it'll be interesting as well because you get to see everyone else fight. Like right now, I'm the only person that's had a fight on a card, so I don't know how 7 other people box. Like, just don't know.
I won't lie to you. I don't really know how boxing works outside of the ring. Like, I understand how football works.
Yeah. Like
with the like league matches and tables and stuff, but boxing, have not a clue whatsoever. Yeah,
like there's not really like a ranking. I think there's unofficial rankings and like you have like belts and that kind of thing. But the tournament's quite interesting. So you start off with 8 girls and then the winners fight the winners, the losers fight the losers. Then it goes 4 girls and then 2 girls. So I was thinking, how does 8, I'm really bad at math. How does 8 girls mean over 3 times you get to a final? I just couldn't wrap my head around it. And then I realized it's just half and half. Wow, great maths.
To be fair, until you said that, my brain was going,
how does 8 turn to 2 over 3 legs? Yeah.
But I've seen people that have lost fights recently and their social media is horrific. Not what they're posting, but the stuff they're getting.
Yeah, of course. It's savage. Yeah. And do you know what? That's the only thing that I would ever be scared about, like losing. I'm not scared if I get concussion, if I get battered, if I get knocked out. Like the only thing that I'm absolutely petrified of is losing because like that would kill me. Like I don't know if I would ever be able to recover from losing like so early on in like my baby boxing career. And with the hate I get anyway, like that would cut deep because people can say things about your looks and that kind of thing. And I think where you get it so much, you can block it out. But when it's something that means so much to you and it will really touch a nerve, like that would kill.
And you've put so much like effort and time into training. So would you box again if you lost your next fight?
My next fight, if I lost the first fight of the tournament, I would have to have some serious words for myself. Serious words, like maybe this ain't for you. I mean, all depends on how I lost and everything like that. So I guess we'll see. This girl's a lot bigger than me. She's like 5'10".
I did notice. I was like, it was really funny when you doing like the face off and your face is like in her chest.
I know.
I won't lie. I did crack myself out looking at that picture.
I know. I think she was wearing heels, but she's still like 5'10". But she looks like not strong. She's just like slender, like skinny. So like I don't think her punches will hurt, which is good.
I've seen you do some mad stunts though. I can't remember which boxer it was that you put on like a chest piece and was like, punch me as hard as you can.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no. And he punched me so hard, like I actually wet myself.
I saw that. I think I literally was like, I think I weed watching it.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's not okay.
It's literally on the lower. I was like, yeah, that was Liam Smith, and he punches hard. Yeah, it's all conditioning.
What do you think would be next for you as alongside your boxing career?
Alongside, what's next? I'd love to have like another business, like not just OnlyFans, not just boxing, but like an actual business that makes money on its own. Like I don't know if I'd ever want to connect it to me, because I wouldn't want the downfall, for example, of me to be connected to my business. That could have like longevity in my life, like after boxing, after OnlyFans and everything like that. So I still got a few ideas about what I want to do with that, but I definitely want to start a separate business, like a different income stream. Because don't they say like millionaires have like a minimum of 7 income streams? Yeah. Someone told me that once. I was like, okay.
You've been getting weird Instagram adverts. That's what I think you've been getting.
Yeah, probably.
Weird
motivational pages.
Andrew Tate algorithm coming for you.
I can't believe he's released. Is he?
Home arrest now.
Home arrest.
Yeah.
So why is he on home arrest? What does that do?
Just
on home arrest.
In his house now, instead of in a prison.
He's like, ooh, I hate women. I went to jail. Matrix. That's what he's doing online right now. Is he allowed online? I don't know if I've seen him tweet.
I think the last thing I remember of seeing of him was saying that if his woman did it OnlyFans, he would need 80% of her income.
He does this to get famous. I'm sorry. Like, he knows what he's doing to get a reaction, to get more famous, to get followers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he is actually just the biggest troll in the world, and he's smashing it.
If you ever had a partner that turned around to you and said 80% of your OnlyFans money or you have to stop?
No, I'd get a new partner. And that partner would do it for free because he gets to fuck me.
Lots of men would pay for this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no way. Unless Andrew Tate was the best OnlyFans manager ever. To be fair, like if he's managing you and you could piggyback alongside Andrew Tate's career, you're gonna get millions of pounds a year, like a month. Do you not think?
Would you do that?
No, I wouldn't. But like his promotion would be crazy, I think. But for 20%, I don't know. Because like OnlyFans takes 20%. You're like, fuck all.
Would you still do it?
No, I make my own money. I like that.
No, you would prefer.
He would be like, you can't do this, you can't do that. And also, like, I don't stand for anything he says, so it'd be like against my whole ethos.
Yeah, true. I mean, they're probably going to come for you anyway after this.
I know.
Just
I do say, love me. I love your bold head. Bolder. Oh, his bold, shiny head.
What's the first thing? What's the first thing you're going to do after your boxing fight?
First thing I'm going to do, I want to say eat. Last time on my, it was my birthday, like 2 days before my fight, and I was given this caterpillar cake, and I didn't eat it. I ate it like the Sunday. I ate the whole thing. So I'll probably just eat, but I mean, I'm eating what I want really, because I don't have to make weight. I don't need to lose weight, so I'm being quite kind to myself. But straight after my fight, it's 6 weeks till another fight, so I don't get time off this time.
Who's your opponent after?
Whoever wins out of Julie and Danielle.
I don't know any of these people.
Julie's like the jacked Brazilian one. You see,
yeah.
She's fucking huge. I'm like, how is she in the same weight? I'd like to see her after her cut. Like, how is she going to be the same weight as me?
Are you all the same weight?
We're all 133 pounds to 140 pounds. 7 kilo pound difference. I think some girls are 6 foot, like, and I'm 5'1". So it'll be interesting to see how we look at similar weights.
Yeah, I'm in the weight category, just saying.
Oh,
I'm joking.
yeah.
I'm not going to get in the ring. I'm not fighting. I can't do that to myself. I'll like do one punch to be like, ow. No, I'm like, every time I look at people's boxing content, I'm like, how are you guys doing it?
Yeah, it's savage, isn't it?
It is absolutely brutal, but I think it's just putting yourself out on that public platform.
Yeah, it's a lot to lose.
Because it's not just social media people. It's being recorded for like live showing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like you've got all the hundreds of thousands of people watching at home, and then you've got it clipped on TikTok forever. That meme of whatever you do, good or bad, is on the internet forever, ever.
How did you feel after your first win?
My first win. Oh, I hated that. I hated that fight. I cried in the change rooms after that fight. Like I hated that fight. So I think I didn't put the performance on that I wanted. So I was really disappointed. But after my second fight, I was like, damn, that shit was great.
Who was your first one?
AJ. And then the second one was Faith. And Faith was like the first round, like bloody carnage. So yeah, that was unbelievable. So I think it's good that I had the Faith fight because it's given me the confidence that I needed. So I always had that doubt. I was like maybe I'm not made for boxing.
I don't know why, but I always thought you'd fought Astrid.
No, so I was meant to fight Astrid.
Yeah.
And then she pulled out, and then AJ.
Will you ever fight her?
Astrid. She fights at 52 kilo.
And you're
61, 62.
Wow, okay.
And I mean, like, you know, like, I don't know if I have 10 kilo on me to lose. Like, even though like I'm chubby right now, but yeah, that's a big difference, isn't it?
She'd have to put on.
Well, she's refusing to put on. Yeah, ooh, duck. So I ain't fighting Elle Brooke. Fuck that. I'm gonna stay skinny. Don't blame her. I'd do the same. If I didn't want to fight someone else. Each to their own. That's a good game plan. Because she's like, you're ducking me. And I'm like, I'm just not your weight class, you fucking slag.
I actually don't know where you would lose 10 kilos from.
I know, exactly. I don't have 10 kilo to lose. So it is what it is.
So what would you say to any woman out there that wanted to either start an OnlyFans or start a boxing career?
Boxing, I know that boxing can be really, really patronizing. And I think where it's such a male-dominated sport, it's so scary. But trust me when I say they are the nicest gyms in the world. And they're so like family-orientated and have that real family feel. And everyone's looking out for each other, supporting each other, like a really good support system within the gym. So just, you know, like the hardest part is always starting.
Yeah.
And once you get into it, it's going to be so amazing. And I think even for cardio, you don't actually have to spar and fight and everything like that. It's so amazing. Like it's HIIT and cardio. And my body's the best it's ever looked. And I barely lift weights. Like, I don't know, you know, everyone online is like, lift weights. But honestly, like boxing is such a great form of exercise and cardio in general. So my advice would be just don't be afraid to start because I know how patronizing it's going to be. And then with OnlyFans, fuck it, make an OnlyFans. OnlyFans is the easiest thing to make in the world. Everyone's like, how do I make an OnlyFans? Like, sign up.
It's like making an Instagram account.
Literally, that's how easy it is. And within a few hours, you get age verified, and then boom, you can do what, like Bob's your uncle. You can do what you want.
I literally said that as if I knew how to make an OnlyFans.
Yeah, but it's that simple. It's like a form. And then, you know, just if you want to use fake name, use fake name. If you want to use your personal Instagram, use your personal Instagram. You've got loads of balls, do that, you know.
Someone told me that it was the nicest platform they'd ever used because everyone's verified, everyone's details are available, and they're paying for it. So why would they be mean to you?
Exactly. But you do get hate on some people because they're just like, ooh, why won't you shove triple dicks in your asshole? I'm just like, oh, come on. People are just so mean. I like 99% of my messages are lovely, but like you get the people that just have a really shit day. I'm like, don't take it out on me. I'm the only person I reply to, or no, like the replies to you.
You're literally. I think you've taken the crown or the belt for the weirdest trolling message I think I've ever seen because I've never had anyone turn around to me and say they've had that.
Oh, really? I get, honestly, I think everyone just sees me online and thinks, she gets bullied by everyone. Like, what's my message going to do? What's my message going to do? She's probably not going to read it. And I read it, I'm like...
Read all of them.
Yeah.
Even I've read some of them and I'm like, some of them are quite funny, but they're
funny.
all a bit... Why would you put that on the internet?
I know, but I think you always have to have like a light-hearted stance on it. Otherwise you're going to sit home and cry like, I get called a man. You know.
It's a good way to grow your public platform, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
All engagement at the end of the day.
Yeah, algorithm.
When you say that to a TikTok troll, they don't like it.
No, they're like, how dare I give her more views? They're like turning in their grave.
But they'll still come back and like reply to you anyway.
Exactly, because they're like, yes, attention, because that's all they ever want, attention.
Literally. And it's like people that probably are trolling you secretly fancy you, so...
I'm like, thank you for actually following me. Like you did not only commented, but you actually followed me at the same time. Like it's not like you unfollowed me. So thank you.
What is wrong with people? I've got a question for you. What would you say to people that doubt your boxing success based on the fact you started on OnlyFans?
I think that people only doubt my success because it's never been done before. And I think that when someone with an OnlyFans ever becomes a good boxer, like if it's me, if it's someone else, and that could, shut the people up. I think I'm so novice in my career that people are only going to see me grow and where I'm going to be and the boxer I'm going to become, that they'll have no option but to put respect on my name, because I take it as seriously as anyone else. And I train with professionals, world champions, people have been doing it there basically their whole lives, and they're dedicated to the sport. And, I'm working out and training the same as them.
Yeah, I think it's really amazing. And I'm actually going to watch your fight.
I know, and then you're doing the marathon the next day.
Literally, I was like, I won't be drinking. I won't be staying that late. I'm going to bed because I'm going to be running the marathon.
Oh,
so we're basically...
It's okay, I forgive you.
Yeah, we literally...
Thank you for coming.
You'll understand because you've been through all the pain yourself, just not running stupid distances.
Are you going to get nervous before your marathon?
I hope not. The last time I did a half marathon, I don't eat dairy. Someone gave me... I ordered a porridge in a drive-through, vegan porridge. It had dairy milk in it.
Oh.
And I thought I was going to shit myself halfway through the half
Are you
marathon.
Intolerant?
A little bit, yeah.
Ooh.
So that was the greatest half marathon I've ever run in my life.
Oh, shite.
And I was running with one of my friends, yeah. And she was like, I don't know if I should laugh or cry for you.
What's the runner that did a shit and then won it? Isn't there a runner,
God,
like a
there
girl
is a
that
runner, a female
did a
runner
poo on the side of the sidewalk and then won the marathon, didn't she? Or I got told she won.
I want to say Paul. No, it's not Paula Radcliffe, is it? No.
I can't remember, but yeah, just remember, if you need a poo, it's kind of normalised.
Someone told me to wear a nappy.
No, that would rub.
I'm not doing that.
That would chafe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna not.
So you'd see it
on national TV as well.
Yeah, like in a nice poofy, like a little poof. What are you gonna wear? Like leggings?
I have no idea.
I'd be like, yes, running outfit. That'd be my first thing. Before even signing up, I'd be like, what to wear on a marathon.
Is that what you did with your boxing career? Picking my outfit first?
Yeah, I think when you go to boxing, I always go to box fit and they design it. The first couple of times, in front of you, it's a really cool experience. It's all part of it.
Oh, maybe I should get one designed for the sake of having it designed. I would never wear it anywhere, but...
You can wear it as a bathrobe, I don't know. You can wear it when
extra bathrobe ever.
When you're feeling really low at night and you just want to watch a Rocky movie, put the hood on. Dun, 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 dun. Do you know what I mean?
Well, at least we know what you get up to on a Sunday night. Do you know what? I always get the same trolling as you. I get called I'm a man as well.
Really?
It's the voice, yeah.
I don't know what it is. I feel like any female on the internet now, they're instantly they use transgender as a really insult. Oh, you look trans. I see so many people get it. It's I don't know what. It's just the number one insult now. I don't
know if it's because I go to the gym and I lift weights, or if it's because my voice isn't as high pitched as some women's, or what. I don't have a beard.
Yeah, literally.
Or there's nothing wrong if you did, but you know.
No, I get you. I don't think you have a low voice.
No, I just sound like a Tory.
You just sound posh, yeah.
Yeah, I just sound posh.
Yeah.
That also gets me trolled too.
Tory.
It's you have a voice that only your mum and Boris Johnson can love. That's what I get told.
That's quite funny.
Yeah, I know.
Better than you're a man.
By the way, you need a BBL. That's literally it.
Really?
Yeah. You sound like a man. Boris Johnson will your voice is something Boris Johnson will love. P.S. You need a BBL.
I feel like BBL's out of fashion now. No one really gets one, do they?
I don't know. I'd be too scared.
Yeah. No, they really hurt. And then I lost weight and mine just went. So do not recommend.
Okay.
Because it's fat, isn't it? And it's weight fluctuation.
Yeah, and I sit on my ass a lot.
Yeah, and you're not meant to sit on your bum for 6 weeks afterwards. So right now I'd have to be led on my front.
If you're ever thinking about getting a BBL, guys, don't do it.
No, don't.
Oh no, amazing. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm super excited for your fight. And yeah, I think you're going to smash it.
Thank you.
I think you're definitely going to win, so I'm excited.
Thank you, and good luck for your marathon. I know you'll smash it. You'll come first.
Definitely not. They run it two hours.
Affirmations. I will be first. There's
a lot of Essex Donnies on my hinge, I'm not going to lie to you.
Honestly, I don't know where they cut. They're come out in full force.